been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams.
Justin Tucker.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down at the
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
180. DC. Switch. Hey, 40's Mike.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
180. Shell. 58's
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop deep. Maverick, one.
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
That's good.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 15. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
58, right over there, Yeah.
Goff now looks to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Rams 0.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a run with Akers. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
Baltimore.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Harrison. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Ready? 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I'm coming. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown LA. Malcolm Brown, 97 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that's only the third time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it. So they expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one. Okay. That was 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson, flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Squeeze, double. Check.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 52-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he barely gets it out of the end zone to the 1. What a disaster. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike 40. Mike 40. Mike 40. Value 3. Value 3. Mike 40. Mike 40. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Goff. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw is Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. This will be fielded at the 17. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, this is Akers. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, 26 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Rams
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Going right back to Akers. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Today's final score.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
nature, all is automatic. Animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.